Hey guys, welcome to the Art Club Online. My name is Michelle. Today I'm going to share with you my latest, most favorite art tool, and that is the Copic marker. And so my son and I, we got these for Christmas, kind of for ourselves. And I've been working with them and trying them out. I'm not a pro yet, but I really enjoy what they are capable of. So I wanted to do a little time-lapse example of what I have been doing. And so again, I'm not a professional. This is just my own method that I've developed. And also the paper that I'm using is not exactly the right kind of paper. It's not thick enough, but I still really like the results that I got. I kind of like imperfect results anyway. So here we go. So first off, I just drew a picture of a girl, just an ink pen. And then I started off with this sort of, I guess it looks like a light purpley pink kind of a color. And I laid this down everywhere where there was going to be like some shadowy portions, I guess, just to add shape to her skin. Now the cool thing about Copic markers is that you can blend them. So that's what makes them different than regular markers. They are alcohol based instead of water. So the liquid in them is alcohol instead of water, which dries really fast and doesn't like get all blobby. So now I know this looks kind of weird already, but see, as it's drying, it starts to smooth out a little bit. So then I just put over top this sort of a yellow, and when it blends in with the pinkish color, it starts to make a skin tone. And again, looks kind of blotchy, but as it dries, you'll see right here, see? It all starts to blend together. So then I used a more of a pink tone. Same thing, I'm just kind of focusing on the darker areas of the face, the blush around the nose, around the eyes. And I started with the lips, did a little more shadow under the chin. Okay, so I moved on to the hair for the moment. And for the hair, I used this like dark maroon color. It's not the color that I was going for, but because they're blendable, I can actually make it brown. So first I colored in the darkest portions of her hair, and then I added a lighter purple. Again, I didn't really want her to have purple hair. Oh, and I used this same purple to do more shadows on her face. And when I go over that hair color with yellow, it turns into brown. More shadowing. And like the awesome thing about Copic markers is you just keep adding and adding and adding. And as it dries, it's like watercolor in many ways, but so much more convenient. I just prefer it. So then I used the darker green. I didn't really like how that looked, so I decided to color in the pupils. More pink on the lips. See, as it dries, it fades. And again, just adding where I want to add. I love these markers so much. So then I just added more to the hair. On the eyes, more shadows. This is just an idea of the results you could get. And these are not the expensive Copic markers, mind you. I did not get these at an art store. I could put the brand down below. in the description. But they're pretty good still. It was a great way to introduce myself to Copic markers. And that's that. Have a great week, guys. I'll see you next time.